Hi, it's Des here. Make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you are on my TikTok page and you see a ring around my profile picture, go ahead and jump into my live. I would love to connect with you. I want to state that this video is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing I state in this video is factual. It's just my commentary. I'm just interpreting the energy based off of what I see. In no way is this to harm anyone or ruin or sabotage anyone's reputation, career, or anything like that. I highly recommend that you use common knowledge because tarot does not replace that. Okay. So it's just for entertainment purposes. I normally don't like to do celebrity videos because I don't want to hurt other people or bring down other people or do anything like that for my own gain. I like to read to give people clarity, to help them introspect, to gain some insights. It's just positivity, just to help you be a better person or learn how to communicate with others in a better way. Okay, so I just wanted to state that purpose so that way you all know. And I know some of you are impatient, so we'll just get into it and I'll try to answer as many questions as I can. I may even make a part two if necessary. So, the first part of this video, I'm going to start off with a question. Well, the question I asked is was did Keri want to do the diss track? Was this her intentions? Is this something she wanted to do from the jump street? We have the Five of Pentacles here, we have the Five of Cups, and we have the Hermit in reverse. When you look at these photos, it doesn't look like or display someone that wants to do something like this, dissing someone. Let's be very open minded. This isn't to hurt anyone. So let's come in with the open mind because the way that I read and conduct this reading will be quite different than what you would expect because I'm on the side of what's right and being fair. This Five of Pentacles here, this is like poverty, not saying necessarily for her, a person that's sick, a person that's not feeling well, spiritual poverty, just doesn't look like it. In a tough spot. You see all of this darkness around, even though black is protection, right? But it's also darkness. Okay. And same thing, we're still getting these dark themes. Very dark, very conflicted. The Hermit. So the Hermit is normally someone who is in solitude, looking within themselves for a greater purpose, gaining wisdom, knowledge. When it's in reverse, this is someone who wants to step out, is ready to come out of that quiet space, that quiet energy of looking within. And in this case here, it just doesn't look like it's what she really wanted to do. But with the Five of Cups, the Five of Cups is failure, disappointment. It's when a person is looking at the spilled cups instead of the other ones, the other two that's still standing, not paying attention to that. And a part of me feels too with this decision any type of like retaliation. When I think about the group as a whole, it just kind of seems like this was done in a way out of spite and not feeling appreciated, not feeling recognized. Maybe for her and the others involved, if they're sending placements, if they're sending demos, not getting the recognition or people feeling that they're not good enough or just not giving them an opportunity. And to me, it seems like others involved felt that this was the way to spark up controversy, to show people that we're down for the cause or whatever point that was trying to be made. But what the Five of Cups kind of says, there could have been a different way to do it. But let's move on, and I'll go backwards if need be. Clarifying that Five of Pentacles is the Four of Pentacles. Four is structure. Four is stability, home, finances, a lot of things, right? With the number four, it's a very powerful number. You see a hand and someone is holding money, holding back. Four of Pentacles is possessions, trying to save, trying to protect. To clarify the Five of Pentacles, she probably wanted to protect herself, right? Or maybe even felt that, hey, this decision that, or this move that you all want me to make, I don't see it really helping me. This could leave me in this state of failure, of disappointment. There's so many different types of energies and so much that's popping out of just these few cards. There's a lot that I feel that's coming to light for me. But this is the card of like holding back. Let's turn over the other one. Here we have the Three of Cups, clarifying the Five of Cups, which then leads to the Hermit, clarifying that with the Lovers in reverse. Okay. So with seeing all of this, what I'm kind of feeling is three is about collaboration, community, growth, expansion, creativity, and so on and so forth. There's cups here, right? There's also pentacles. Yes, I do believe that an ultimatum was given with this Four of Pentacles. This is kind of like saying, if you don't do it, this is what's going to happen. But there's a difference between force and an ultimatum. Reason why I say that is because the Lovers in reverse in this case scenario here is a choice. So her spirit team is really saying that you had a choice. You didn't want to do it, or it didn't feel, something about it felt off to you. When you look at that Hermit, that person that's looking within, this doesn't feel like, in the Lovers in reverses, this feels misaligned. What this group of people want me to do, it doesn't feel good. It may not even feel worth it. But but God is like saying you made the choice to do it. Just because you didn't want to, it doesn't change. It doesn't shift the accountability off of you made the choice to do it. It's kind of what I'm getting from that. Also, too, I have to clarify the Lovers in reverse is the Strength in reverse. In the original tarot, the Strength card, there's a woman that is taming a lion close. And when you really think about that, as humans, that's dangerous. Okay, so it takes a heck of a lot of courage to be able to tame a lion. Here in reverse, this is not being in control. This is being weak. This is being easily influenced. With that in the Lovers card is like making a choice to be easily influenced, and now having to take a look at yourself, a reflection of yourself, and not happy with what it is that you're seeing. And for many of them that made this choice, these are some of a lot of the different emotions that they have experienced. At least most of them, I believe, for like Keri and Jamal. And I know some people feel that he didn't get flack. He did, he got blackballed too. He did. But this is being easily influenced. The Five of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, the number 5 represents conflict, competition, and many other things, changes. 5 plus 5 is 10, something ending. This tells me too that she knew or felt this decision might end me. And there were people around her that maybe assured her that this is the move to make. This is our way to reclaim our power. Leo, with the Strength card, this is I want attention. I want to be seen. I want to be recognized. And in reverse, in this Strength card, not getting that here. So a part of me kind of feels that a lot of this was like retaliation. And I think it's bigger than Beyonce. I think it's bigger than her. I don't think that it was just solely to like get back to her. It may not have much of anything to do with her at all. It could be the people that are outside of her, above them. It all of this seems bigger to me. Like there's more to it. The Seven of Cups clarifying the Five of Cups as well. Here is the Seven of Cups in reverse. This is feeling overwhelmed by options. This could be her feeling overwhelmed by the different ultimatums, the different opportunities. Like pay very close attention to the pictures there. You have all of these hands out in all of these cups. And you have to figure out and choose which one to take. Because you don't want to feel that you're missing out on an opportunity. So this is getting overwhelmed by choices, an illusion, all in the cloud, like being sold a dream that this is the move, this is the way to go against your intuition. I'll shorten that up for now. Also, I clarified the Five of Pentacles, I believe, or one of the cards with the Oracle. This is Libra. And the signs, you don't have to worry too much about. It doesn't necessarily saying that this is a specific person, but traits of a person. So the Six of Reverse clarifying the Five of Pentacles is repair. Someone wanted to fix something. Other moving parts. This tells me that there was more to this than, the naked eye could see. Fixing something, recovering, restoring something. And when you think about Five of Pentacles and Five of Cups, this is losing something. But someone in reverse felt that this is the move to repair whatever is broken. And another card I got too was Not. Got the Not card. This is Sagittarius, fire. This is when you're in a tight situation. You see the rope, you're tied up, connected to other people. You feel caught in the middle. You feel like it's something that you have to do. But again, it ends with it was a choice. So spirit, or spirit team, God is still like holding you accountable. You still made that choice. This is Aquarius. We have the fish hook. This is feeling powerless, helpless, trapped, paralyzed, vulnerable. When you look at this state here, this seems like a weak state of mind or spirituality or whatever, spiritual warfare, whatever it was that she was battling or going through. It seemed like a weak moment, and people around probably just leveraged that and took advantage. Also at the top of the deck, which I'm not surprised of this is Pisces, the cross. She was a sacrifice. She was a sacrificial lamb and took one for the team. Underneath sacrifice, took one for the family. Allegiance, took one for the team. Because of, again, this baggage, unresolved issues. What I believe that the pitting the two women against each other were people who were just letting their egos get in the way and using these women to get whatever point across that they wanted to get across to whomever. Executives, people higher above them all. It just wasn't the right move to make. Okay. But let's move into the next one. I'm going to clean everything up, clear out the energy, reshuffle, and then I'll come back because it takes me more time trying to shuffle everything. So I'm going to pause and then come back with another cue. Else I forgot to mention is that the Eight of Swords was also at the top of the deck. This is mental blockages. This is anxiety. Air energy doesn't have to be, but this is just being all in your head and sleepless nights, just not feeling really good about it. So a lot of mental conflict there. And at the bottom of the deck is the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is the card of conflict, competition, and rivalry. So let's move on. And also to go over with that Eight of Swords too. Eight of Swords again is that trapped energy, that feeling stuck, feeling like, you have no way out. But there's always a way out, because the way that I see it is, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. So why not just, and not to be hard on Keri in any type of way, but if you're damned if you do, and if you're damned if you don't, then you may as well choose your integrity. But I understand she probably was younger and just, we'll fast forward on all of that. So, what was Jamal's involvement in terms of like, did he influence Keri, right? So, these two cards are no cards. However, and even with the Ten of Swords being on the top of the deck, most people would say a hard no. And when I'm doing yes or no questions, I would normally consider this as a no, because the Three of Pentacles, all of these are no cards in the Ten of Swords. However, I'm need to look a little bit deeper into this. The Three of Pentacles in reverse. Here go this number 3 again. All of this green, pentacles, money. This is teamwork. This is collaboration. But this is not being in alignment. Lack of harmony. So to me, it's kind of like, if he is involved, if he's the one that did influence her, or one of the people who did, this is saying like, all right, he wasn't the only one. He's not alone. This is a team effort. Second time we're seeing a group of people. So the death card does not mean death. Not literally. No. This means transformation, changes, ending something. And he probably felt that this would be a great opportunity for her. But as you can see, like this could transform your career. This could take us to a whole nother level. This is the mix up. This is the shake up. Like, this is the Three of Pentacles. We're doing something different to get new results. We're shaking the industry up. In the R&B world, it's not common for women to beef or to write diss records. That's just not the thing. That's usually in hip hop. And Jamal, one thing I do know about him, he is a person that loves to shake things up. He is a risk taker a lot of times. So he likes to go against the grain, or sometimes play devil's advocate. And he's a sweet guy, but he doesn't mind rubbing people the wrong way. He just doesn't have a problem with it, as nice as he is. The Four of Cups is like someone offering this, and someone is like, oh, Four of Cups is like missing out on an opportunity. Again, that you have Three Cups here, other opportunities that you're not seeing, you're being handed that one, but this is like, I don't really want it. You have to pay very close attention to the picture. It's being offered, but I don't feel good about it. Something about it feels shaky. Something about it feels cloudy. I'm not really into it. I'm not really. And again, that 10, 5 plus 5, but the other card 10 is, endings. This is the highest level of pain. This is betrayal. This is kind of like her intuitively purple psychic abilities, intuitively knowing that this doesn't seem right. And you got to know this. This is going to end me. It doesn't seem fair. Everything doesn't seem like it's being, on the table. And this isn't painting Jay in a bad way at all, because I know personally that he is a nice guy and can be easily misunderstood. But in Page of Pentacles in reverse again, it's like an opportunity being presented. But Page of Pentacles in reverse is like missing out on something. Could be like, this is the truth. This is the way to go. But Justice in reverse is like, yeah, but there's consequences to it. So to me, it does definitely see the Five of Cups too in reverse is also like a person moving on. But it's a person that's just like accepting things for what it is. So it seems like eventually in that Five of Pentacles, boom, that come out in reverse, coming out that struggle, whatever offering, she just decided to go along with it. This is crazy. All of these cards are coming back into its opposite position. This is now in hermit mode. Quite interesting. Quite interesting. So she's coming out of this darkness, darkness, darkness. Boom. Into that, into that King of Wands. Into like, all right, I'm going to take one of these cups. I'm gonna come out of it. This Four of Swords is coming out of it. This is recovery. I'm gonna come out of that energy and just go ahead and just roll with this crap, even though, it still doesn't feel good to me. So I could definitely tell she wasn't really, feeling this, but so that Libra card, Justice in reverse, that's Libra, and swords, air signs, they're analytical. They are sometimes a Libra can think, they use their head a lot of times over their emotions. But when their emotions do get the best of them, it's not good for everyone else. But I asked why did he influence her to do it? And I kind of, it was baggage. This is unresolved issues, fears or responsibilities, and things of that nature. We have seven. Seven is reflection, introspection, like when you really need to look, looking within yourself, assessing things, evaluation. Seven, we have eyeglasses, contracts, judgment. Didn't we see justice? Seeing clearly, fine print. That's the key word there, fine print. Who's to say too, he could have, Jamal could have felt, and look what's at the top of the deck. We have seven again. This is really saying something here. Fine print. Didn't I say introspection? I didn't even look at this card. I just saw it on top of the deck. Pay attention. Fine print. Reading between the lines. And then we have that Fortress. Stubbornness. Sacrifice. That's coming out again, and underneath that that's coming out again. And I know I shuffled my cards, so wondering if that's something that is this something Jay felt that he needed to do? Yeah, I'm seeing a yes. On the top of the deck, I'm seeing like olive branch, right? Aquarius energy. Again, we see surrender, truce, giving in. De-escalating things. What I wonder too, when it comes down to Jade. So I would say this: both women, Keri and Beyonce, are great entertainers, great artists, great musicians. So I'm not putting one person down to put another person up. They're both amazing. Keri is a force to be reckoned. One, she's intuitive. She's articulate. She's highly intelligent. She's not just smart. Smart is what you can learn. Intelligence is what you are born with. It's innate. It's your birthright. She's intelligent. She's beautiful. She's stunning. She looks like a supermodel that just walked off the runway. Tall, slim, a phenomenal songwriter. Not someone that just slaps her name on anything, but she can write and she can sing her butt off. She is more than a triple threat. Phenomenal actress, okay, baby, can act her whole entire wig off, honey. That's a problem. And see, it may not be so much, Beyonce. Not saying that she's innocent or perfect or that none of us are, but it may not so much be that B wants to keep people down or other women down as much as it could be other people around her that wants her to stay on top. Like if you think about the Destiny's Child's group, it was never really set up or designed for the other women to really flourish. And it's something we don't want to put out there, but someone has to be honest about it. It's always been set up for her to be at the top. And even in the music industry, there are executives, there are other people involved that want her to be at the top. And Keri she's competition. And when you have that much competition and that threat, what two women on the throne, that makes them lose money, right? if if she's being successful as well. Instead of people looking at it as, hey, let's all just make money together. No, it's like, no, we want our queen bee to stay on her throne, and Keri is a threat. So we got to get rid of y'all. And then on top of that, Polow is Polow is evolution when it comes down to music. I won't go too long on that. He is one of the best super producers I have ever known in my entire life. He can go with the times, honey. He could go. Timbaland is revolution. And Tim has been around for years and in the 90s, and he's still doing his thing even to this day. And to have, not only are you beautiful, you are stunning, you are the it factor. You are a songwriter, phenomenal writer. You have phenomenal producers, super producers who are also great writers. That's a whole problem. You have to get rid of the threat. So this olive branch, and I wonder if this olive branch or like this competition between the two of them was like maybe a way to just for Tim and Jamal to just take things to another level, and it just kind of seems like it backfired. So does Jamal regret what happened with Keri? Does he just regret this whole deal? If he could go back in time and do it all over again, would he? Yes. Yeah, I think he would. Definitely do. One of the reasons being the magician is powerful. Jamal is Jamal is like the true emperor, and it's upright. When the emperor gets off his throne, that's a problem. That's scary, right? But for structure, stability, power, his energy is he's bold, he's loud, he's a strong man, and sometimes may not realize how powerful. And you never want to misuse your power due to pride or power struggles. So the magician is like the person that has, look, the cups, the pentacles, the wands, the swords, all the suits of tarot, infinity, unlimited possibilities, intuitiveness, magical, manifester, has all the resources, everything that they need to achieve whatever it is on this earth that they desire. He felt that's something that he took away from her, or he didn't use his power to, with the Seven of Wands going towards her. I didn't really protect her the way that I should have. And I didn't stand for the right thing. I just, if I could do it over, I would. I didn't go about it the right way. The Seven of Wands to the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is the highest pinnacles. This is when you have it all. This is the family. This is the love. This is the money, the success, it all. And this is like, I should have protected that. I should have protected someone who I care about and I see as family. As the magician, he had everything else that he needed to help advance her career. And the Seven of Pentacles is like a person who puts a lot of time and energy into, like, they gotta, this is the grind card. You really have to work your butt off to get it's like, dang, threw all of this in a drain, invested time and energy, and I could have used my gifts, you know, I could have went about things a totally different way. It would have took more time, but I could have went a different route and used other resources to help us achieve our highest pentacles. It could have went another way. When you look at the magician in the Seven of Pentacles in between here, you know, like, we could have went over to we would have made it to the other side, but we could have did it the right way. So yeah, he feels bad about that. He never, again, that Wheel of Fortune to me is like, this is bad luck, bad karma, not much good came out of it. Page of Cups, like, two, maybe this was a bit childish. The Fool in reverse, too, childish, took a risk that wasn't smart. Again, we're trying to get over hurdles here, over a cliff. Just went too far. Like, he does realize, okay, that was too far. Page of Cups, that childlike energy, wasn't worth it. Got the Devil card. Who's in his ear? Was anybody in his ear? Or did he feel that he was in her ear? Or, you know, whoever is giving out the orders. This is like, nah, this wasn't good. I shouldn't have convinced her to do that. Pages are young. You know, they're just starting off something new, and he sees that wasn't the way to go. He feels bad. Yep, he does. And burnt out and tired with it. He just felt that he could have done things a better way. And I like that. I like that. Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck, was it really fulfilling? It didn't go where they thought it would. So no, he feels bad about it. Now let's get into what was B's reaction to all of this. What was her reaction? This card flew out, so I don't know if it flew out in reverse or not, but Eight of Swords is like just feeling trapped. And then we have the Three of Pentacles here. This is around work. This kind of makes me feel like with Keri too, with the Chariot coming out, Major Arcana, like, did someone just kind of feel like, you know what, let's piggyback off of this, let's see what direction we can take this in. Let's put a spin or a twist on it. So, what I can say from her energy that I sense from her, and I'm very shocked that I'm saying this, because I think that we all, or many of us, have interpreted B in a different light, because she doesn't speak up, she doesn't say anything, and you know, sometimes it doesn't seem like she has a personality, but she saw it as just work, just business at the end of the day. Kind of like, you know, she's had a lot of experience in this business, and she's been in the business at a very young age. She kind of just sees it as business. This is willpower, this is determination, this is drive. So it's nothing but a driving force for her. She took it lightly. She seems kind of lighthearted. Clarifying more about her reaction to it, which I'm not surprised. Inspiration. The Magician in reverse is manipulation. One of the things. Hear me out. It's like let's manipulate this. Let's take this. Let's put a spin to it. Quick, fast, in a hurry with the Eight of Wands in reverse. Quick, fast, in a hurry. This is communication. This is fast movement. Let's spin this around. And Page of Wands, these are Wands is energy. And let's get inspired to do something with this. Page of Wands is a little bit. Let's take a little bit of this and see how we can twist this with that Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is action taker. We have two cards of like movement. One, I just don't feel, again, that it was personal to her. It doesn't feel that way. And I think too with her, she probably felt as well, you know, what is there something that I did to offend anybody? You know, that introspection of her, like looking within herself. Is there anything that I did? Anything I did that hurt anyone or made anybody feel a type of way? I can adjust and do things better. I don't mean to make anybody feel offended or anything like that. Queen of Cups, nurturing, caring. I can't say like she just, you know, maybe didn't feel a little way about it, but I just don't get that intense anger from her. It's business. How can we put a spin to this? It seems like she would have been up for the friendly, for a friendly competition, for a friendly challenge. Just saw it as a small challenge. Nothing too deep. You know, like, okay, I think I can maybe go along with this. And maybe there could have been other people as well convincing her to take the bait. Yeah. Trying to, because the Two of Wands in reverse is like delays, frustration. But Two of Wands, it seems like too, like maybe with this plan, you know, that happened with this disc record, the plan just didn't work out. But it's like, you know, we can come up with a different solution. We could twist this, spin this, and make it a little different way. Probably even maybe want it to be protective towards Keri. And Keri could have potentially rejected it, you know, because like when some were trying to get them to do a magazine together or apology, Keri was in her emotions a lot, in her feelings a lot. And I think it's because the fans, the people overreacted about it. But I don't think Beyonce did at all. Nope, not one bit. Like, okay, this isn't really all the way thought out, planned out, but let's see what we can do. And then too, she probably feels as well like anything that someone does that's negative towards me with the justice, it'll come back around on you anyways. So there's nothing that I need to do to try to hurt you. Nah, she didn't want to hurt Keri. She didn't like that things happened the way that it did to her. She felt it wasn't that deep. So why did B work with Jay? And I didn't ask about Ester yet, but I'm pretty sure it's probably for around the same reasons. Why did B work with Jay and Tim even after this beef fiasco that the public took to a whole nother level? Well, Three of Wands is the card of waiting, but this card is like looking out. Again, that growth. This is growth and expansion. Again, she's, you know, she kind of has like this business mentality that I think a lot of us sleep on or don't recognize. For her, this is like opening up the door of, well, this could be possibilities and opportunities, right? The Fool stepping on over to the other side, coming outside. This is like, maybe this can help us grow and expand. Like she probably saw it as, this could help Keri. This could help both of us get, you know, recognition. Maybe people will see her talent, see my talent. We both grow together, expand. Again, very lighthearted, not taking herself too seriously. Surprising, but I'm getting a very loving and nurturing side from her. I can't say what Jamal or Tim what they experienced or what their camp said, or if they spoke to her directly. I won't go in deep into all of that. And I don't personally know their exact conversations, even though I know Jay, love him. I've gotten to see some of his, I've seen a lot of his good sides, and I've seen, sides of him that, maybe we agree to disagree. I know he's not a bad person. That I can say. But this is, Fool is taking a risk, taking a chance. Like, this is the high priestess here coming out, intuitive. It's like her intuitively knowing or thinking or feeling like, this could be good. This is different. This is the risk card. Okay, I'm taking a chance. Does this look like she's against it? These cards look bright. They look so beautiful. Three of Wands, growth, collaboration. Them getting finally, getting her attention or what have you. The high priestess. It's like, yeah, I know what y'all did. I know. But you all are great producers or whatever. What spin can we put on this? What can we do? The tower in reverse the tower isn't always bad. This is like rebuild. We can rebuild. Right? Chaos tower, things falling apart, breaking up. 3 of 1. We can rebuild. We can expand. Let's leverage this. Let's leverage this. 9 of Cups in reverse. That's usually a card of contentment. And when it's in reverse, it's the opposite of that. But we have the King of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Let's take action. That masculine energy of her showing that feminine. I sense her feminine. I sense her masculine in the energy of Tim and Jay as well. Like, just passion. It wasn't deep to her. And I just feel so bad that people really overrate. Why do you all get upset about things that don't have anything to do with you? A lot of the drama that happens, like when you think about Monica and Brandy, the labels, it's always these men that are pitting women against each other, especially like with black women. Always. People always want black women to just be against each other and fight each other. The people, like, you guys made things worse. Keri had that, disc record or whatever, calling out certain people or what have you, and Bay came back with the I've been on, just friendly. And people just took it deep. Y'all got upset about something and destroyed somebody's career over something that she really didn't care about. Did not lose no sleep over. Plot twist. How do we profit off of this? How can we turn this negative situation into a positive situation for both women? Because at the end of the day, she didn't want to see Keri. She didn't want to see anybody get hurt. Can't believe it, right? Because we assume that she's not human. She's a robot. Maybe she's not a good person. Maybe she doesn't want other women to win. Like I said, there could be other people around her. That could just be, we all as women may have our moments where we don't feel our best, or some women feel jealous of other people. Like that, she could have gone through a phase like that in her life, and maybe it surpassed that. There could be other people around her that just want to take everybody else down or only want to keep her up there. That doesn't mean that's the way that she feels. So her energy is very sweet and loving. I'm surprised. I know you are kind. Never want to hear it to be hurt. How did B feel about her fan base attacking Keri? The way that people came for Keri Hilson, how did she feel? So one, we have the Seven of Wands here, right? The Seven of Wands is like feeling you need to protect something, needing to stand for something. I think a part of her wanted to stand up and protect, but she just she didn't want conflict. The Five of Swords, which is some of the reason why she worked with Polo and Tim. The Five of Swords is like, how can I find a way to protect, how to protect everyone? And the Five of Swords in reverse is like wanting to just avoid conflict. She and that's some of the reason why she did the song, with Jay and with Tim. Like, okay, maybe this is a way to show people that it's not deep. You see that her y'all gave her a headache. Like, what the heck? She just look at, why is y'all fighting for, why are y'all fighting like this, baby? I'm not even that worried about it. Okay? Like, she's cool. The Justice is like, I know some people may say like, hey, maybe she felt like patience, justice, she's getting what she deserved. I don't really feel that way. If I'm trying to not be a person that just sticks on one side or anything like that. Just kind of feeling like, she probably felt that too. Her community felt that they were in the right to defend and protect her, to protect B. Like, she probably felt like they feel that they're just defending and protecting me. But in reality, for her, it's like, I want to extend grace. Temperance is patience. This is kindness. This is so many good positive energy, healing. It's like, okay, I understand you all are trying to protect me. Thank you, appreciate it. But the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, this is usually like, student, someone learning. But this being reverse, this is like, hey, this is misdirecting energy. And she probably felt too like it all the heat is falling on, Keri. And then too, like, again, is this the focus? This is not that important. We're not really focusing on this is kind of petty, not something that we need to really fight and argue about. The Five of Wands in reverse is agreeing to disagree. Like, can we just agree to disagree? It is what it is. That Queen of Swords, here go mama, here go y'all mama. Beehives. Mama low key want to get y'all together. The Queen of Swords is not the one or the two. The one that wants to tell you, y'all, two of wands, stop cutting up. Stop doing all of that, but just held back because that's just B. That's just what she does. A part of me feels that way. Trying to think, what else am I getting? But she felt like conflicted though with the Two of Swords, just like, I don't know what to do. The Judgment here in reverse is like wanting to do the right thing. You look at this, the world, the public. Which way do I want to do what's right, but just you stuck. You're looking within yourself. You're stuck. You just really don't know what to do. You end up just missing out on the opportunity to just speak up. Nine of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. That caused her a lot of anxiety and worry. She just didn't want that energy, that negativity, all of that drama. Like, just kind of feeling like, okay, it's going too far. We're dragging it out. This is too much. So a lot of compassion there. Like, I'm good on all of that. Like, let the Lord fight your battles. And again, it's not that serious. All right, let's do a quickie on Ester. And by the way, I just want to let y'all know, for those of you, like, I'm not a Beehive fan. I don't idolize anyone or think anyone is above God. And I truly believe in my heart and soul that Beyonce would respect that. Because she probably feel the exact same way I do. She probably feel that y'all do low-key team too much. But she love y'all and just go with it as a mama bear. But I'm not team Beehive. So I'm not, I'm just reading the energy and just trying to be fair and bring some clarity here. People make mistakes, y'all. Give people grace, let people grow. These celebrities, they are making mistakes in front of the world. We make our mistakes. We do our dirt behind closed doors. Don't nobody really see it. These people, they're human. At the end, they're human. Give them grace, okay? Now, for Esther, did she mean that apology? The Six of Swords in reverse is like the Empress. This is stagnant. The Empress, when it's in reverse, also three, I believe number three, two, stagnant, lack of growth. I don't think Esther fully understand what the big deal is. Because I think Esther low key may have the mindset of B, kind of like it's just business. Not saying they're not humans, they don't have feelings, but y'all, it's just business. Esther just low key kind of feel like, look, I'm a creative person, I just did my job. You know, why are y'all taking it so personally? But here, the Knight of Cups at the end, here you go. Here you go, fine. Here you go, fine. Take it, baby. Here, Knight of Cups, here you go. The Knight of Cups is giving an offering. Here stink. Here stink of poots. Y'all whining and crying. Here you go. Cause I need my Nine of Pentacles. All right. They're not stopping my money bag over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this to y'all. Give the people what they want, so y'all can stop whining and crying and stuff, and just her feeling conflicted. Like, all right, I don't need to make things difficult for myself. Just so it's a little shifty with Esther. Did Esther mean that apology that she gave? Did Esther mean it? I got number three again, but maybe not so much. But Six of Swords is when someone is holding on to something they need to move on from it. I think she kind of feels like we just want something that you want to leave behind you. But, Bookie Butt, you should have just never said nothing because Keri didn't put your name out there, boo. You could have just said this one out. But let's do a quick one on why she did it, on why she did the diss track to begin with. All right, so why did Esther do it? There's something else that I kind of picked up too with Esther, but I'm not going to mention that. I'm not going to mention that. But why did she do this? We have this in reverse, which kind of tells me this is really a big challenge. This is Aquarius energy, but that doesn't mean that's what she is. But this is Crown of the Thrones. That word keeps going. Sacrifice, triumph, self-sacrificing. So this is like when you're putting other people before yourself, but this was in reverse. So I would need to clarify, like, if this was more so for her own gain, because I see the Phoenix as well in reverse, and this is like rebirth, ascension, new beginning. So if it wasn't her, someone wanted to resurrect their brand or their career or something. Like, again, people just thinking that this was the move to make and this will better position people, get points across to executives, to people, hire people, whoever's taking whoever off. Just let's clarify more. So why did Esther, do this whole diss track? I see a King of Swords on the top of the deck as well. Air energy, air sign, and King of Swords is sharp. Someone that with the Fool underneath that card, just maybe someone kind of convincing her, or it could be herself, of taking that risk. And again, believing that it will lead to some sort of outcome, which, she ended up working with Beyonce and many other people. So in the industry, a lot of things have to do with sacrifice. I don't agree with it, but that's how this sick industry is. The Queen of Wands in reverse. I hate to say this. The Queen of, and not saying this is Esther at all. I like Esther. I like all of these people overall. I think they're all very talented people. Okay, just sometimes we don't make the best decisions. Queen of Wands in reverse can be evil. Not saying that's her, but the Queen of Wands has that capability. Like, this isn't someone you want to tick off, right? The Queen of Wands, though, in reverse, this could sometimes be jealous energy. Does not have to necessarily be so, but a lack of confidence as well. Could have been like some other things internally within her. She may felt as well one of the people that's being overlooked. And this is the way to shine and get that recognition. The Page of Swords is curiosity. This is someone young, youthful, someone learning. Page of Swords is like a spy. The Page of Swords is the person who is instigating things. She was curious as to what fortune it could bring. It didn't bring any good. Well, it worked out for her to some degree because she didn't get the backlash. Keri did. And just like with Beyonce gets a lot of heat on things too, as being the mean girl, or sometimes, or like the person that's always trying to ruin other people's career. But like I said, there could be other people around her. But it's curious to see if doing this would get me the outcome of what I want, like taking that risk, being smart, intelligent, strategic about it. Like, I know this is going to, yeah, I'm talking my ish, I'm speaking my stuff. Getting what's on my chest, getting it off my chest, and getting all of that baggage, all of this creative expression, getting it out, making a choice, and believing that it will lead to something, good for her. That could lead to expansion. That could lead to growth. Get her to the next point. And again, could have been someone. Did anyone influence Ester to write this track? She influenced, probably so. I see conflict and competition. I would say no with the number that I have, but 5 is the card of conflict, card of competition. So people knew that this would lead to rivalry and competition. I usually don't make very long videos like this, but with so many different energies here, it's kind of hard to keep it short. So I know that there are some questions and some insights that I probably have missed, and I may have to do a part 2 video that's like 20-30 minutes long. These are just not enough questions or enough, clarifications and time to like get to the nitty gritty or the bottom of everything. How did Timbaland feel about the diss record? The Queen of Pentacles, and this could be the energy that he felt. Queen of Pentacles, Beyonce's energy. Yeah, I got a double yes. Page of Cups in reverse, the immaturity. I think he does feel that it was petty overall, thinking about it, and that it did affect other people. There's some, emotion there. The Queen of Pentacles, just with the Nine of Swords, this is almost like I need to call and reach out. Like, I'm worried about this. Maybe it went too far, and 7 of Wands. This 7 of Wands is coming out at an all-time high. So a lot of people just felt that there's defense here. What are you all protecting? Protecting your pride, your egos, your reputation, like just the whole purpose behind doing this. It's like everyone realizes that okay, this just wasn't the move to go. The Five of Wands, this is like agree to disagree. How can I resolve this problem? Like who can I reach out to? Um, who can I reach out to? That Page of Swords with Esther, I just thought about it too. Like Page of Swords too is I wonder too with that card, like if she received a call from someone about that track too. Don't know why I got that, but it doesn't look like he feels happy about it or proud about it, right? It doesn't look that way. It looks like he feels bad. Queen of Pentacles, like it's kind of like, what can I offer? How can I fix this? Nurture the situation and make it better. Because Seven of Wands, when it's in its upright, that's you defending and protecting something. Again, just being defensive. And oh, wow. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Not feeling worthy. Not feeling good about it. The Emperor, Empress, and Emperor. Ooh, I wonder if this is B and J. I wonder if he felt bad about what transpired that involved, his friend, someone that he works with, like Jay, and, his wife, B. Like, not feeling good about that. Was it worth it? Because the Nine of Pentacles is someone who is independent, lives a luxurious life, and all of that. In reverse, that is failure. That's being too materialistic. That's caring too much about success over the friendship, over the dynamic. It doesn't seem like he was happy about it. Like, yeah, he didn't feel it was right. Six of Swords is like trying to move on, trying to move over troubled water. Feeling like there's unfinished business, like I need to resolve this issue. The Hierophant in reverse is like just sitting back thinking like, okay, this wasn't ethical. Again, this wasn't right. Three of Wands is frustrated. He doesn't feel good. He didn't feel good about it. Was it worth it? Is what I sense. Overall, I would say that everyone just has to look within themselves and really just think about the ways that you're impacting and can hurt other people. B was a good sport. She was a good sport overall about things, which is nice. Let's get some overall advice to a resolution. It's really time to move on from this whole situation here. It's time to leave the past behind. This is overcoming fears, letting things go. Three of Pentacles is like teamwork, working together. We have the Three of Wands. Here we go with these three. 3 plus 3 equals 6. 6 is harmony. This is saying peace. Okay, like the nine is like almost at the end. It's like, okay, let's close this cycle out. The Hierophant is like, just really confirming this. The Hierophant is a spiritual person, and it's reminding us to always choose God's way. Always choose to do what is right, what is spiritually ethical, what aligns to your belief, your faith, your character. It's a lesson to be learned, a major lesson. And that's to not compromise on what you believe or your commitments. If you never allow greed to get in the way of you desiring success, it's okay to put in the hard work. Sometimes rejection is protection. It's okay to lose. Use your head and also use your emotions and having sympathy. This is like the potential of just growing from this, moving on from it, looking out, everyone going down different paths, and just this situation, if the world would just move on, expand, let it go. It's done with. Congratulations to Keri. Five of Cups in reverse is saying move on. Accept what is, accept what happened, move on. King of Cups is like just have compassion towards, just have compassion. Death in reverse is like you're holding on to things. Let it go. Move past it. People make mistakes. Didn't say it's right, but sometimes people don't always make the best choices. So I wish all of them the absolute best. I may make another video about it if there's other questions that you all would like me to look into. But I think everyone deserves a fair chance to redeem themselves, if people will give them the opportunity. And remember, if B isn't worried about it, we have all of this healing. If she's not worried, you don't need to worry. And if she is worried, a lot of you need to be worried about your own business, about the things that's going on in your household, about your business dealings and what you're doing in your life. These celebrities, they are above our tax bracket. We have to stay out of very wealthy people's we have to stay out of these folks' business, because sometimes these artists beef with each other and they literally be sitting on the phone, plot twist, planning and all of that. It's not, Keri's career shouldn't have been ruined because of a diss towards another person that didn't even really care about it that much. When Kanye took that award from Taylor because she's, not a black woman, her career didn't get ruined for her winning an award or trophy that people felt that B should have won. She flourished. So why can't Keri and other black women be extended and afforded that same opportunity, be given that same compassion? This is someone, everybody has the right to like whoever they want to like, and their career shouldn't be sabotaged just because of that. It's not fair. It's ridiculous. It is what it is. B can protect and defend herself, and Keri can as well. So they're both beautiful, talented women, and go buy their albums. Polow and Tim, learn from this, move in a different direction, God's way. Restoration is doing things, that hyphen card, that's the spirit team warning you, God's way. Going forward. Go into the right direction. He'll move on from this, learn what you can, do better, and hyphen came out again. Cancel culture is overrated. You're not in control of other people's lives and their careers. God is. So this whole cancellation thing that people are doing, it's just beyond me. Who do you all think you are that you can destroy someone's career and not like them or throw CDs at them? People can like who they want to like. They can. I don't agree with doing disc records, but still, in the end, the hip hop culture does it all the time. Just because someone is your favorite artist That doesn't mean you ruin or try to destroy somebody else because you don't, because somebody said something about your favorite artist. Some people like B, some people like Keri, some people like both. Who cares? Everybody has different tastes. You're not going to be meant for everyone. So the public is very childish and immature, and you guys have ruined someone's career and caused them great depression because of it. And even though, you know, Jay, he did his, you know, his part or whatever, but still, even with that, he's human too. All of them are human. And I know that he went through a phase where he was pretty bummed out and down about it, you know, and not saying people won't face consequences for their actions and mistakes, but still, you guys should not have the power to ruin people's careers and just, you know, get them down and out and depressed and lose everything that they have, and people are blackballing them and don't want to work with them. We just should not have that type of power. And anyone that has that much influence over you, you really have to really assess yourself. Stop idolizing, because B probably doesn't put herself up as high as other people do. I'm sure she just sees herself as someone who is just being human and just doing the best that she can do. So that's all I have to say about that. And I hope y'all really enjoyed this video. It was long, but let me know if y'all have other questions. Make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Connect with me on TikTok. Love you guys. God bless you. May God protect everyone's energy involved. Keri, Jamal, Tim, Esther, B. Protect their energy. I give their energy back to them. I give my audience energy back. And I pray for peace, prosperity over everyone's life that is watching this video, and over everyone that was discussed in this video. I wish you all nothing but the best in love. Take care. Good night.